السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا بكم طلبة وطالبات الصف الثاني الإعدادي مع مراجعة شهر مارس، ودي التدريبات الاختياري على يونت نمبر 7 and unit number 8. Let's start. We will start with the vocab. Number 1, are planes are like planes but they do not have wings. طبعا helicopter. Mona always wears on the bus because she loves listening to music. يبقى هتلبس ايه؟ طبعا headphones. There is a or an on this phone which tells me the weather in my city. يبقى طبعا ده هنا ايه؟ app. I asked my aunt to a French internet article into Arabic. يبقى طبعا translate. The road is not big enough for cars, but you can go down it on a or an motorbike. Are websites and apps that allow people to talk to each other on the internet. But this is the social media. Means without planning or wanting to do something. يعني من غير تخطيط ومن غير ما أكون عايزة أعمل. يبقى this is by the way, by mistake, by the time, by time. طبعا by mistake. Means not very nice. Not very nice is horrible. My little sister is sweets. She always wants to eat them. يبقى طبعا addicted to. That new hotel looks, I really don't like it. مش عاجبني. يبقى it's a looks horrible. The tourists took the road south, but they wanted to go north. يبقى they took the route يعني خدوا الطريق للجنوب by mistake لأنهم كانوا عايزين يذهبوا إيه للشمال. Our friend sent us some photos on يبقى طبعا on social media. The tourists should the pyramids if they are in Egypt for the first time. يبقى طبعا should visit. You shouldn't outside for too long if it is very hot in the desert. يبقى you shouldn't stay. People who are addicted to eating sweets should eating fruit instead. يبقى should try. If you don't the lesson, you should tell the teacher. يبقى طبعا if you don't understand. You shouldn't in the sea if it's very cold. طبعا shouldn't swim. Do you think that there will be many in your English homework? طبعا many corrections. Do you think that we will a car that doesn't make any pollution? يبقى هنا طبعا invent. Do you that the weather will get hotter? طبعا هنا do you predict? Sorry. Do you think that it will be easier from Arabic to English next term? Very good, translate. It was cloudy this morning, but the clouds soon, when the sun came out, يبقى طبعا disappeared. I think people will visit other planets one day, but it is to go to the sun. طبعا it is impossible. The door was very heavy, so we had to open. يبقى we had to pull. Don't touch the or the machine will start. يبقى طبعا don't touch the lever اللي هي الرفع. When they arrived at the hotel, they decided to its larger gardens. يبقى decided to explore. If the shops closed, then lots of other like cafes will close too. يبقى lots of other طبعا business. she handed me one so I could listen to. يبقى one had a headphone. Do you think it is easy to from Arabic to English? يبقى طبعا translate. I like to a machine to tidy my bedroom. طبعا invent. I think it is to travel in time. It can't happen. It can't happen. يبقى ايه؟ يعني ان انا اسافر في الوقت. يبقى it is impossible. We can only travel through not time. يبقى we can only travel through space. I'd like to this phone for a new one because its screen is damaged. يبقى طبعا I'd like to change. If you enough money you should buy this mobile. It's cheap. طبعا هنا هتبقى if you ايه الماني هتاخد معاها verb ايه verb have. What is the most important? The mobile phone or the plane? يبقى طبعا invention. ونفرق ما بين invention و invitation اللي هي الدعوة. During COVID-19 people at home to protect themselves. يبقى طبعا people ايه stayed at home. Social media is very useful but it has a too. طبعا it has its dangerous. ماشي لان مش هاخد هنا كأنه مش ما ينفعش اخد benefits لانه حطت لي ايه but. I ordered lunch 2 hours ago and they came too late. طبعا the delivery. I am looking forward to the Egyptian Museum next a month. وطبعا looking forward to بيتبعها الفعل بالاي ان جي يبقى هتاخد ايه visiting. We should learn new technology. طبعا we should learn about. When I finish using my laptop I turn it طبعا turn it off. ودلوقتي هننتقل للجزء الخاص بالجرامر ليونت نمبر 7. I think the headphones very useful for traveling. يبقى طبعا هنا تبقى ايه هي دوت فيها ليها دليل. يبقى I think the headphones will be very useful لأن ده prediction. Very useful for traveling. Do you predict that the weather get hotter in the future? طبعا predict يبقى will life easier in the future. يبقى طبعا will be. What clothes if it is cold? طبعا the question will you wear. When هدى Cairo she would buy some new shoes. طبعا not المفروض present simple عشان هو finger فتاخد ايه plus s. If I go to the shops on Saturday I new headphones. يبقى طبعا I will buy. If you want to get to the park quickly يبقى ايه you should take the bus. مش هختار اللي هو will عشان انا هنا بديله ايه بديله advice. If you go to the Egyptian Museum this afternoon you because he's the pastor. You won't see. We want to go to the beach this weekend if it very windy. طبعا if it is لأن أنا حطينا البريزنت سمبل. If Manal feels ill she to see a doctor. يبقى if Manal feels ill يبقى she should go to see a doctor. This machine people speak other languages in the future. يبقى ايه طبعا will help. I hope they lots of this in Egypt soon. يبقى they will build لأن هنا hope عبارة عن future. If I go to the shops I'll a lot of money. يبقى طبعا I will spend. Hassan the internet to buy food when he is older. يبقى won't use. Now online for a new phone when she home. طبعا when she gets بعدها فعل في المصدر فعل مضاف له اس. If I buy everything online I go shopping with my friends. يبقى طبعا I want to go. If Ali to the shops today he will buy some bread. If Ali goes when I some more food I will go to the supermarket. يبقى هنا طبعا if Ali sorry when I يبقى هنا ايه when I will the internet when I يبقى طبعا I will use. I TV tonight if I have too much homework to do. يبقى طبعا ايه won't watch. If I help my mother at the weekend she will very happy. يبقى طبعا she will be very happy. If I my exam my parents will be proud of me. يبقى طبعا if I pass لان انا عندي I هتاخد infinitive. If I finish my homework early يبقى I will play games. If I a snake in my house I will kill it. يبقى if I find a snake. You should a break if you are sitting at the computer for a long time. يبقى you should وراها infinitive يبقى you should have. You watch videos on the internet if your head hurts. يبقى طبعا shouldn't. If you know someone you shouldn't make friends with them online. طبعا if you don't know. You should tell a parent or a teacher if you worried about something. يبقى if you feel worried about something. When you go you should your phone طبعا you should عشان infinite. If you people being horrible online you should tell a parent or a teacher. يبقى if you see. When you play online games you spend too much time. طبعا you shouldn't spend. If your friend is addicted to يعني إذا كان صديقك مدمن على السوشيال ميديا you advise him. يبقى طبعا you should advise him. When you feel tired you rest. يبقى you should have a rest. If there a new student in our class we should talk to him or her. يبقى if there is. If you feel well in school if you feel well in school you should go home. If you don't feel. When someone drops rubbish on the floor he should eat up. طبعا he should pick. If it's really hot outside I stay home. يبقى I should. If we want to climate change we should protect the environment. يبقى if you want to stop. If you on the computer for 3 hours you should have a break. يبقى if you are. If you listen to too much loud music you will get a headache. If you don't do any exercise you be healthy. If you don't do any exercise you won't be healthy. ودلوقتي هننتقل للفوكاب اللي خاصة بيونت number 8. Sponge lot of fats and sugar in it, and it is very طبعا it's very sweet. فلافل Israeli طبعا السفنج ده هي نوع من الأكلات. فلافل Israeli and is very popular in Egypt. يبقى طبعا really delicious. I don't put any salt on pizza because I don't like food. يبقى طبعا I don't like salty food. Samosas has vegetables inside them. They have spices. يبقى عندي هنا ايه spicy vegetables. Rojak is very sweet and يبقى طبعا and juicy. Watermelon and oranges are juicy. A is a small amount of food eaten between meals. وطبعا دي السناك. طبعا السناك مش السناك. I'm too in our country in most of Africa. The doctor and the city with food to avoid salty and she is a teenager. What is your food? You like it when you are 30? يبقى طبعا juicy fruit. What can you do if you eat something that is very hot and so that it hurts your mouth? يبقى طبعا so hot and spicy. The water in the sea is طبعا مية البحر is salty. We with our noses طبعا بالأنف طبعا we smell. I like this fruit because it tastes more spicy. We sense with them in our mouths. يبقى طبعا we taste. Humans have 210 pounds وهي معلش محلولة in their bodies. The biggest ones are in our legs. Meat, fish, and eggs all have in them. يبقى الميت والfish and the eggs have ايه؟ طبعا have protein. We all food that are made from milk بنسميهم ايه؟ dairy product. ونفرق ما بين كلمة dairy وكلمة dairy. It's better to keep food in the fridge for a long time but to eat it طبعا تاكلوا ايه؟ fresh. The soup is cold. Shall we eat? طبعا هي cold. Shall we heat it? وناخد بالنا عشان ما تلخبطش وناخد beat يعني ايه؟ نضرب. My grandparents always lunch in the dining room at 4 o'clock. يبقى طبعا الميلز بتاخد verb have. Please some tea into my cup. يعني حط ايه في الكب بتاعي؟ يبقى pour some tea into my cup. Those tomatoes are too big. You need to them into small pieces. يبقى طبعا you need to chop it. Do you prefer to boil or your eggs? طبعا البيض يا بيتقلي يا بيتغلي اللي هو يتسلق. طبعا فانا يقلي يعني ايه fry. Put the eggs in the bowl and them with a fork. With a fork يبقى هتعملهم ايه؟ beat them with a fork. Fresh fruit is not very طبعا is not very old. Which of these is not a dairy product? مين فيهم ما هوش dairy product؟ milk, cheese, rice or butter. طبعا rice. Which of these is bad for your teeth? طبعا sugar. Which of these types of food doesn't have much protein? مين فيهم ما فيهاش بروتين؟ يبقى طبعا عندي ايه؟ الابل. Which of these do you use to make an omelet؟ مين اللي هستخدمه عشان اعمل اومليت؟ طبعا eggs. Which kind of food gives you the most energy؟ عشان اللي هيديك most energy يبقى ايه؟ nuts. Which is an example of fast food؟ طبعا pizza. Many people are allergic to، طبعا allergic to ايه؟ nuts. عندي بعض الناس عندهم حساسية للنut. Number 36 is a vegetable that is very healthy. طبعا vegetable اللي هي spinach اللي هي السبانخ. Tokyo is the biggest city in طبعا Tokyo is in ايه؟ in Japan. A can be green, red or yellow. طبعا ده البيبر أو الفلفل. Your A is the kind of food that you eat every day. يبقى this is your diet. A is a purple and sweet vegetable that looks like potato. يبقى this is sweet potato. Try to avoid foods which contain a lot of، طبعا avoid يعني يتجنب الأكل اللي فيه a lot of a lot of fat أو اللي هي دهون. Fish, meat, fish and eggs have in them. طبعا have protein. Milk and cheese make our strong. يبقى طبعا make our bones strong. The is a period of 100 years. ال100 سنة ده اسمهم ايه؟ century. والديكيد اللي هو ال10 سنين. The eggs in a little butter يبقى طبعا هعملهم في الزبدة يبقى fry. Can you tell me some of healthy food؟ يبقى some types of healthy food. We always have lunch in our house. طبعا in the dining room. Milk and cheese are اسمهم ايه؟ dairy products. Mayar is allergic. طبعا allergic هتبقى allergic ايه؟ to nuts, so she mustn't eat them. Eating fruit and vegetables is good. طبعا good for you. I sometimes buy some sandwiches my way home. يبقى هنا on my way home. The opposite of hungry is full. وطبعا full يعني شبعان. I always home from school at 2 o'clock. يبقى I always get home. The pizza terrible. I can't eat it. يبقى طبعا tastes. مش tastes لأن tastes يعني يختبر. Can you give me a small of cake please؟ يبقى طبعا a small piece of cake. This is the recipe making rice pudding. يبقى recipe for making rice pudding اللي هو الرز بلبن. I will some tea into your cup. يبقى طبعا I will pour. When the water is very hot, it starts to very good to boil. We heat oil in هنسخن الأويل فين؟ طبعا في البان. We can use to chop the vegetables. هستخدم to chop the vegetables? Very good, knife. You need 2 eggs and milk before you make an omelette. طبعا beet. Food that can be served very quickly in a cafe or restaurants because it is already prepared is called fast food. وهنتنقل دلوقتي بقى للجزء الخاص بالجرامر. عندي طبعا احنا كان عندنا الامبيراتيف، والامبيراتيف طبعا بتبدا بالانفينيتيف فيرب. small pieces يبقى طبعا chop the vegetables. Some water and salt to the beans طبعا add. Some butter in a frying pan. يبقى heat some butter. The salad with your omelette يبقى serve the salad. There is petrol in this car. We need more for traveling. يبقى أنا محتاجة أكتر. طبعا البترول uncountable، يبقى هناخد a little. Hannah has only flowers, she can't give you one. يبقى معاها إيه؟ flowers معدودة، يبقى تاخد إيه؟ a few. There are grapes left, would you like some? طبعا الجرابس معدود، يبقى إيه؟ a few grapes left. Would you like salt on your chips? No thanks. يبقى would you like إيه؟ some salt. طبعا لأن في حالة الطلب أو العرض هاخد إيه؟ some. She is allergic to nuts, so she doesn't eat. طبعا إيه؟ any عشان الجملة منفية. I don't like to have salt in my food because it's not very healthy. يبقى I don't like to have any salt. I don't like this soup. There is too much salt in it. لأن طبعا salt uncountable. Can I have some more sugar please? There is in this tea. أنا عايز زيادة. يبقى there is not enough. Let's not go to the beach. There are people there today. يبقى هنا there are too many people. You should never drink sea water because there is salt in it. يبقى طبعا too much. Dalida always eats always with salad but not too many. يبقى هي بتاكل بس مش كتير، يبقى هتبقى ايه؟ a few. وطبعا الاوليفز قلنا معدود. Add salt to the chops but not too much. يبقى not too much، يبقى ايه؟ a little. You should only eat sugar. يبقى you should only eat ايه؟ a little sugar، لأن الشجر هنا ايه؟ غير معدود. We don't have tomatoes for the salad. يبقى we don't have enough tomatoes. Salma eats pasta and rice. يبقى eats ايه؟ طبعا pasta and rice uncountable، يبقى a little. They like olives on their pizza. يبقى they like a few olives. Layla likes milk in her tea. يبقى طبعا a little. If you want to be healthy, you should eat fruit and vegetables. يبقى هنا الفروت والفيجيتابل اللي هاخد منها ايه؟ a lot of. My little brother sometimes eats grapes for breakfast. يبقى طبعا a few grapes. My grandmother spends time cooking in the kitchen. She is there all day.
أنا اسمي بيومي فؤاد وقاعد في البيت. أظن الرسالة وصلت.
She is there all day. يبقى هي بتقضي ايه؟ a lot of time. Can I invite friends to our house to watch a film? Okay, but not too many. يبقى can I invite a few friends? I am not very hungry, but I'd like cheese and a few olives, please. يبقى طبعا a little cheese. You like a sandwich? Thank you, but I am really full. طبعا هنا في العرض هنستخدم would. Would you like coffee? No, I don't. I prefer tea. طبعا هنا هنيجي ناس يقولوا لي ده سؤال ناخد any؟ لا طبعا هناخد some لأن ده إيه؟ Would you like salt in your chips? No thanks. يبقى برضو would you like هنا مش فيش بقى some. يبقى وعندي السولت ده uncountable، يبقى إيه؟ a little. Would you like more pudding? Thank you, but I really couldn't. يبقى إيه؟ any more. Would you like any more? There any cheese in the fridge? يبقى is there any cheese؟ لأن ال cheese uncountable. I don't need cheese now. يبقى I don't need any. Would you get a few tomatoes? I don't have for the salad. يبقى I don't have enough. My baby sister is 10 weeks old and sleeps for 15 hours a day. I think this is طبعا enough sleep because it is just a baby. Wash some beans and them in a pan. يبقى طبعا wash and put. فول مدمس with warm bread عليه. يبقى طبعا هنا ايه serve. serve يعني ايه قدم. boil water more than once. طبعا ده امر نفي يبقى don't. Please some olive oils on the salad. يبقى please add. Number 39. The light off before you sleep. يبقى طبعا ايه turn. Some oil in the pan. Heat some oil in the pan. We shouldn't eat too food. طبعا الفود uncountable. Too much food. You shouldn't sleep for 2 hours. Hours طبعا countable. يبقى too many hours. We should have every day. We should have a طبعا enough sleep. Quiet and listen to me, Ali. Keep quiet. Keep quiet. Waste your time, Amal. طبعا النهي يبقى ايه don't waste. Some beans and put them in a pan. نهى يبقى ايه wash some beans. The knife to chop the vegetables. زياد يبقى use the knife. Would you like salad with the fish? يبقى would you like some salad with the fish? There some bread on the table. يبقى there is لأن البريد uncountable. Is there milk in the fridge? يبقى is there any? There isn't meat in the kitchen. We need to buy more. يعني محتاجين أكتر. يبقى there isn't enough. وبكده نكون وصلنا لنهاية مراجعتنا النهاردة. أتمنى أنكم تكونوا استفدتم. لو عجبنا الفيديو ما ننساش نعمل لايك وشير ونفعل الجرس وعشان يوصل لزمايلنا. ولو ما كنا لسه ما اشتركناش في القناة يا ريت ندوس على زرار سبسكرايب أو اشتراك عشان يوصل لنا كل الفيديوهات الجديدة. Until we meet again, goodbye and good luck.